Welcome to the Oh My Gosh, You're Glowing podcast, a space where the root of bio-individual energetics is exposed and glowing from the inside out becomes inevitable. I'm your host, Lindsey Walker, former IT software developer turned multidimensional healer and founder of Soul Fam Wellness. This podcast is for healers, light workers, new earth leaders, and conscious women, aka awakened luminaries, who are lighting your own path forward, allergic to band-aid fixes, and respect the deep inner work. Every week, I bring you raw and honest conversations to activate your unique soul codes, supporting your grounded ascension. This is where multidimensional healing becomes a roadmap back to your soul. Because let's be real, living your entire life on a constant healing journey was never the goal anyways. Hello, I'm super excited to be coming in with another weekly group reading for all of you awakened luminaries. And today I just wanted to share the energy that I did this reading in because I think this is part of the message for some of you to hear. So as you heard last week, I was just really struggling with not wanting to do these, really. It's like my soul was telling me that this is something that is really in alignment with my soul and my business, and this is something that I really wanted to bring forward to all of you inside the Ascension Forest. But I was having a hard time getting myself to be excited to do these readings, and I was becoming really resistant to it. And so today, I'm actually starting my bleed right now as we speak. I'm starting my cycle. And so my energy, I could feel it starting to dip a little bit. And I was like, oh man, I could feel my ego start to go, do you really want to do this today? Let's just get back on that pattern of, pushing things out. And I was like, you know what? No, I actually really do enjoy doing these, but only when I choose to make it enjoyable. So today I brought forward this energy of let's just play, let's just have fun, let's see what comes through, instead of the energy I was bringing forth before, which was I have to do this every week. Let me make it feel like work, like it feels like I have to. And I was bringing forth all of this heaviness to these readings. And so if this is really resonating with you, and maybe there's something in your life that is in alignment for you, and it's not that you don't like the thing, but maybe there's energy around the thing that you're doing that doesn't feel great. And so my invitation for you is to bring fun and play into it. And so even as I'm looking at my paper for you guys with all the notes I have, I'm sitting here thinking I don't even know how this is going to come out, because there's literally lines and notes and stuff all over the page. But that kind of just really represents the energy of fun and play and not be so linear and serious. Because if you looked at my notes, there's nothing linear or serious about any of these notes in any way. And I literally just went into my closet and I let myself use all of the tools today. Every tool that wanted to come through for you guys. I was using my pendulum and muscle testing energy of the Ascension Forest and tapping into your energy and just literally using anything and everything that wanted to come forward without telling myself I had to pick this lane or that lane. So you guys have quite the menagerie of messages today. And so we're going to get into that. As a reminder, if this is the first time you're listening to one of these readings, I am reading the energy of the Ascension Forest as of today, February 11th, 2026. So if you're in the group today, your energy is included. If you happen to be listening to this and you are not in the Ascension Forest, then there is absolutely a reason you pressed play on this reading, and there is a message here for you today. Use your discernment and look out for that word, because that keyword is going to come up later. Use your own intuition, use your own discernment. Take what is for you, leave what is not. If you want to bring forward a specific topic in your life, absolutely, you can do that. Or if you just want to be open to receiving messages for yourself, use your intuition, and you can do that as well. All right. So when I told you we started with the energy of fun and play, and I just went rogue today, I'm going to tell you how this happened, or you're going to see how this plays out. So I was really I was just starting to test books that I had in my closet. I was like, okay, are there any messages from these books that they need in the Ascension Forest? And yes, the most non-logical book came up. And this is actually a bioenergetic practitioner guide from Physica Energetics, which is a supplement company that I work with. And I was like, okay, what in the world do they need to hear from this? And it is the 3 primary immutable laws of bioenergetic medicine. This is the message that you all need to hear today. Here's the 3 laws. Number 1, the higher frequencies permeate the lower. Number 2, the lower frequencies do not permeate the higher. Number 3, the lower frequencies are a differentiation of the higher. Okay, so what does this mean in English? Higher frequencies dissolve, permeate, remove, heal the lower frequencies, quote unquote. I have air quotes. The lower frequencies in life will not overtake or really impact the higher frequencies in any sense of the word. So when you think about, lower frequencies are just densities in the world, whether that's people, whether that's in your body, whether that's places, whether that's a feeling. Like when you're thinking about what a lower frequency or a dense, heavy energy feels to you, that cannot disrupt a higher frequency. So if you're in a really high frequency, high vibration, you're truly embodied in it and you're vibrating at a higher level, the lower frequencies cannot take you down, is like the simplest terms. But if you are at a high frequency and you're at a high vibration and you walk into a room full of dense people, pissed off, just frustrated as shit, you do have the ability to amplify and spread your higher vibration, your light, your love throughout the entire space. Now, it's obviously up to them to accept it and to resonate with you or not. But the higher frequencies can permeate those lower frequencies to dissolve them, dissipate them, and for them to raise up. But this last part is really important when it says the lower frequencies are a differentiation of the higher. Low and high do not mean good and bad. It just means a different frequency. So even when we're talking about lower frequencies, densities, heaviness, lower vibrations versus lightness, higher vibrations, it doesn't mean the heaviness is bad and the lightness is good. And I've said this before, humans love to strap good and bad on everything. They like to qualify things as positive and negative, good and bad. It doesn't mean that things are good versus bad. They are just a different place on the scale. So this might also help you interact with the world as you're seeing lower vibrations, lower frequencies coming out. This is how you can actually transmute from low to high, because it's really, you're on the same line. You're just on a different part of the line. And so this can also be helpful if, you're feeling judgment towards one or the other, or you feel like, oh, I'm better than someone because I'm higher vibration than them, or there's just like a lot of maybe judgments or assumptions going on because of this higher and lower frequencies and vibration. And really all it is transmutation, and you're moving from one end of the scale to the other. So take the nuggets from that you need, and yeah, that meant to come through for you guys. Okay, so what else? So this is where it gets wild in these messages. It's all over the place. Okay, when I tapped into the energy of the Ascension Forest, I saw orange, and it was very much guiding me towards the Sacral Chakra. So the first message that wants to come through is that, and this is like where this piece ends up like tying into everything else. So stay with me. There is a creation that wants to move through you. Let me stop there for a minute. I also remember in the theme of fun and play, I went to my closet and was like, all right, what are the energies that are coming through? With that creation that wants to move through you. Okay, so a tuning fork energy came up for you guys. And I'm like, okay, what does this tuning fork energy mean? The tuning fork of Kundalini 55.60 came up for you guys. And with this, the message was bring your energy up from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. So there's a lot of messaging here around movement, but it's not just movement for the hell of it. It's movement like intentionally turning on every chakra, really taking up space in your whole body all the way from your root to your crown. The other piece of this because I muscle tested a stone for you guys, and surprise, surprise, Alienite came up again. But this time it was the Alienite triangle. And with this, it felt really connected to the Kundalini energy coming up. And the Alienite triangle is really here to share to ground deep and strong and ascend high into the cosmos, into the galaxy, into the spirit world, whatever resonates for you. But this is really a reminder to do both, because oftentimes I'll hear, oh, ground into your body so that you can ascend higher. Or, it's basically, I hear a lot of people saying like, do this so that you can do that. And that's great. That's fine. But right now, today, it's talking about ground deep, yes, and allow that energy coming all the way from the base of your spine, but also allow yourself to connect to your higher self, to your soul, to the spirit world, to the cosmos and the galaxy of the highest light, all of that. And it's an and. So it's not like you have to do one to do the other. It's do both. And there actually is a reason the triangle came through, because if you guys know, I have a lot of little Alienite carvings, and sometimes those specific beings like to come through. But the triangle in sacred geometry is actually a very powerful symbol, which is why I have a lot of triangles made out of Alienite and euphorite, but they're for a specific reason. And with this, the part of the reason, or part of the triangle, the shape of it in sacred geometry represents alignment, but it's also connection to mind, body, spirit. So as you are thinking about what creation wants to move through you and what comes forward as I say that, use your own discernment to make sure that the creation is in alignment with all parts of yourself, which leads me to the card pull. But let me back up real quick. So when I said that creation wants to move through you, what I got was, yes, your soul is part of this. Your soul knows about this. Your soul is on board with this, but it's not necessarily coming from your soul. It's not a creation that's coming from your soul. So it felt like a project, a business. It could be a child, like an actual physical other being. That's why it felt like it was kind of outside of you. So for some of you, that might make more sense. But also, even if it's like business or project related, it's like, yeah, your soul's on board. Like, she knows about it, but it's not really coming from you. So this could be like, it could literally feel very like alien, very galactic. Again, all of the highest light. But it also could just be like this external being, this external thing. And what I got was that you've been chosen to bring it into this earth plane. So it could, for some of you, it also feels like it's something from your home planet. And some of you might be like, what in the fuck did she just say? I know some of you it's going to really resonate with, and others you're going to think I like fell off the crazy ship. And that's totally cool. If this resonates with you, amazing. Some of you are going to be like, no, I really want to bring a child into this world. And that's going to resonate with you. And that's going to seem more in alignment for you. And others are like, nope, not my path. So just know that this is a very wide range, but there's creations that are coming, wanting to come into the planet. And with this, because look, I totally am aware to a point of what's going on the world stage, in the news. I don't watch the news. I see enough of it to know the gist. And to be honest, I don't think our nervous systems were meant to be exposed to the amount of shit, for lack of a better word, and trauma and all the crazy, disgusting, corrupt things all at once. So also, this is a reminder, you don't have to watch everything. You don't have to consume everything that's being released, shared. It's not necessary. It's really not. And to be honest, keeping your energy, using your own discernment to know like what is for you and what is not is going to be key. And overwhelming yourself with other people's shit and trauma just for the sake of information is not always the best way to spend your energy, because really you need to pay more attention to your energy, because if you cannot move forward and bring love and light and these beautiful creations to the world, you will not be helping the collective in what's going on. So with this, the other message I got was creations made with love heals. So if you really want to impact the planet, your creations that are being asked to move through you right now, that is what heals this planet. That is what moves us into this new earth. This is what moves us into these new systems that everyone says they want to create. Well, it's not being ignorant. It's not saying, oh, I'm just ignoring what's going on. But also, some of us have a soul mission to speak out about the collective, or to speak out about, there's a word, I can't think of it right now, to be very, oh man, the word slipped my mind, but to be very, like an activist. That's what it was. Some of us have a soul mission to be more of an activist in that activism place. Some of us do not. I know I am one of those people that I am not called to activism in that way. I am called to really supporting the light workers, really supporting the people that are doing this work to heal the planet, to actually partake in healing the planet, partake in healing the humans, the planet on Earth in my abilities, in my way. Activism is not part of my soul mission, but it is part of others. So if that's part of your soul mission, by all means, lead with love and light and do your activism stuff. If it is not, stop guilting yourself for not being one of those people, because that's just not your place. And you need to be where your soul is wanting to shine the brightest so that you can contribute in the best way forward, the way that you're supposed to be. Okay, so with that, this really moves into the card pull that came through, and I'll share the full message. I'll share a picture of it below, but there's just one piece of it that I really wanted to read aloud. And this was from the Divine Feminine Oracle deck. I hope I'm saying the goddess name correctly, but I might be messing it up. But it is Freya, the goddess of discernment. The message here is, I spend my time wisely, and I only say yes when it is a holy hell yes. The additional message that I really want to share with you from this is, nothing is obligatory except breathing. Your only true obligation is to the voice of your own soul. Freya wants you to realize the gleaming gold that you are and act accordingly. She wants you to unapologetically choose the life you actually want to be living right now. She wants you to make your yes holy again by only using it when it's the truth. So, yes, this is very much with discernment in all aspects, but the additional piece of this is, this really feels like discerning the people you choose to be in your life, discerning who you put your energy around, discerning who you allow in your energy field, discerning when your yes is actually a deserving yes to someone else or to a project or to whatever it is. And discernment is a huge piece right now because there's a lot of energy going on right now, and there's a lot of distortion going on right now. And so coming back to what your body and your soul and your energy actually is saying is going to be so important to move forward and not get caught up in everyone else's energy of what you should or shouldn't be doing. So discernment is going to be huge right now. One other card pull, this is from an affirmation deck. I love these. The universe sends me unmistakable signs every single day that guide me and support me. That is your affirmation. Reflection, what am I looking for guidance on? What has popped up in my reality recently that is related to this? You know how someone says like, oh, imagine a red car. Immediately you think of a red car, or people say that with like a red apple. Okay, what are you looking for in the world? What are you looking for in the universe? Because if you're looking for negative bad shit, then you're going to find more negative bad shit. And if you're looking for the glorious magic of the universe, then you will find the glorious magic of the universe. So if you want more, if there's something that you want more of, look for it, because the universe is sending you the signs and signals. But if you're not looking for it, you're not going to see it. All right, last piece to all of this is I wanted to test for some what I'm calling light body support for you all, because yes, all of your energy body is what I call your light body. And this is way beyond physical support, but this is, okay, I just gave you a whole lot of stuff to think about, to consider. How the hell do I actually support myself, support my body, support my energy body in moving through all of this? So here is some suggestions for you. First off, some of you really need to be sweating and using the sauna a lot more. This feels like this last little bit of shed in this year of the snake, but it's just to clear and cleanse out the junk that is in your body, that is in your energy field, that needs to just go. So if that has been something that has been on your mind or you've been really thinking about, here is your reminder to go do it. Also, for some of you, movement is going to be really supportive. Strength training is going to be really great whenever you do any kind of physical strength training. And this could be Pilates. This could be weights. This could be anything that makes you feel stronger. This is literally strengthening your physical muscles is going to strengthen your ability to handle adversity, handle challenges in your life in all kinds of ways. And so a lot of you are going to want to really dive into strength training, the one that resonates for you. All right. Some of you really need to add some more carbs into your diet for energy. And this doesn't mean just like go eat a bunch of donuts. I feel like I don't have to say that to this group, but I just felt like I needed to really help you understand what this means. So if for whatever reason you've been on a high protein diet and you forgot what a carb is, carbs are really needed for energy. So the ones that really support you, this does not necessarily mean you have to eat bread. If bread does not work for you, it could be vegetables as carbs, but the carbs that your body really can handle and digest and assimilate the nutrients, add more of those into your diet. Okay, this next one is something that I have been really working on, and I noticed a huge difference last night by really prioritizing it. And that is be in bed and asleep by 11 p.m. I will say, I'll call myself out on this, that, I've always said, I want to be asleep earlier. And earlier to me was just like before midnight, because I've said this before, have been a night owl for many, many years. But I never really gave myself a time. I'm like, earlier. And so it ended up being before midnight. Well, in traditional Chinese medicine, the 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. time is when the liver is clearing, cleansing, healing, recirculating. Well, guess what? The 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. time frame is the gallbladder, and the gallbladder is very much connected to the liver. There's a lot of filtering and processing that is happening in both of those organs, and up until recently, I just kind of was ignoring the gallbladder like most people. So yes, being in bed by 11 p.m. allows your gallbladder to also clear, cleanse, and heal, recirculate, just like your liver from the 1 to 3 hours. Your gallbladder is from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., So be in bed by 11 p.m. and like asleep by 11 p.m. to really make sure that those organs are getting the restful time that they need. If you're already in bed by 11 p.m., obviously this message is not for you, and you keep doing you. Keep going. All right, this last one. It used to be like a nice to have, or like, that's an additional thing. Guess what? As an awakened luminary, as a light worker, as someone who's listening to this, if this resonates, this is no longer optional. And that is structuring your water in all liquids. So you can structure it with stones. You can send intentions or energy or, high vibrational healing light into them, whatever kind of healing you do. You can say affirmations. You can structure it with sacred geometry. Like I have these little coasters with the flower of life on them. And so every cup of anything I put it on top of the sacred geometry little coaster. But this is a requirement now. Like your body is made up of so much water. I don't know their percentage, and I'm not going to make it up because I would probably say the wrong number, but it is a large percentage of water, and your water body gets structured when you drink liquid and when you eat food. So blessing your food and structuring your water and your liquids before it actually makes it into your body is going to help structure and harmonize your entire body as you drink it. So if you've ever seen the ones, I use these water bottles from VitaJewel. You don't have to use those, but they are very handy. Or you can just write on your water bottle. You can write the word love on the bottom. You could set your intentions, send love into it. Whatever resonates, works for you. But this is going to really support your light body. All right. Well, I know that was a longer reading than usual, but I had fun. And you know what? That was the intention of this whole reading, is to bring in fun and play and just kind of like use the full spectrum of tools. So sending you lots of love, hoping that the messages you were meant to receive found you today. And if you are looking for a more personalized reading, a more personalized session for you to really understand the energetics behind your body, behind your symptoms, sensations, whatever is going on in your life right now, the multidimensional body readings are open for one-on-one bookings right now. If you would like the link, you can DM me. And with that, that is all for today's reading. Let me know what lands for you, and I will see you all next week. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening. I am incredibly grateful for your time and presence that you shared with me today. If you love this episode, be sure to follow and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And please share with a friend so we can continue to expand the light codes with our soul fam. If you're looking to transform your life from the inside out with multidimensional healing, see the show notes for more details on ways to work with me. See you next week for another episode of the Oh My Gosh, You're Glowing podcast.